healthcare protection to a new aspirational level. Madam, this is important. We are now launching a flagship national health protection scheme to cover 10 crore poor and vulnerable families. This is approximately 50 crore beneficiaries. By providing them up to 5 lakh rupees per family per year for secondary and tertiary care hospitalization. This will be the world's largest government-funded healthcare program. Adequate funds will be provided for smooth implementation of this program. Madam Speaker, Madam, 10 करोड़ परिवार यानी 50 करोड़ लोगों को 5 लाख रुपए प्रति वर्ष हॉस्पिटलाइजेशन की सुविधा ये सरकार उपलब्ध करवाएगी। Madam Speaker, these two far-reaching initiatives under Ayushman Bharat program will build a new India 2022 and ensure enhanced productivity, well-being and avert wage loss and impoverishment. These schemes will also generate lakhs of jobs, particularly for women. The government is steadily but surely progressing towards the goal of universal health coverage. यानी कि इस 50 करोड़ की जो सुविधा है उसको आगे भी एक्सपैंड किया जाएगा इस एक्सपेरिमेंट को देखने के बाद। Tuberculosis claims more lives every year than any other infectious disease. It affects mainly poor and malnourished people. My government has therefore decided to allocate rupees 600 crores to provide nutritional support to all TB patients at a rate of rupees 500 per month for the duration of their treatment. In order to further enhance nutritional support accessibility at the rate of quality medical education and healthcare, we will be setting up 24 new government medical colleges and hospitals by upgrading existing district colleges in the country. District hospitals in the country. This would ensure at least one medical college for every 3 parliamentary constituencies and at least one government medical college in each state in the country. Our resolve of making our villages open defecation free is aimed at improving the quality of life of our villages. We will launch a scheme called for galvanizing organic agro-resources dung, gobar for management and conversion of cattle dung and solid waste in farm to compost, fertilizer, biogas and bio-CNG. Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Bima Yojana has benefited 5.22 crore families with life insurance cover on compost, fertilizer, biogas and bio-CNG. Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Bima Yojana has benefited 5.2 crore have been issued by personal accident cover of rupees 2 lakhs on payment of a premium of only rupees 12 per annum. The government will work to cover all poor households, including scheduled caste, scheduled tribe households under these mission board. The government will expand the coverage under the Pradhan Mantri Jan-Dhan Yojana by bringing all the 60 crore bank accounts within its fold and undertake measures to provide services of micro insurance and unorganized sector pension schemes through these accounts. Our commitment towards Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao is unflinching. Sukanya Smriti account scheme launched in January 2015 has been a great success Until November 2017, more than 1.26 crore accounts have been opened across the country in the name of the girl child, securing an amount of rupees 19,180. Cleaning of Ganga is of national importance, and it is our firm commitment that members will be happy to learn that the work is gathered speed. A total of 187 projects have been sanctioned under the Namami Gange program for infrastructure development and river surface cleaning, rural sanitation and other interventions at a cost of rupees 16,713 crores. 47 projects have been completed and the remaining projects are at the various stages of execution. All 4,465 Ganga Gram villages on the banks of the river have been declared open defecation free. To give focused attention and to achieve our vision of an inclusive society, the government has identified 115 aspirational districts taking various indices of the development in consideration. The government aims at improving the quality of life in these districts by investing in social services like health, education, nutrition, skill upgradation, financial inclusion, infrastructure like irrigation, rural electrification, potable drinking water, and access to toilets at an accelerated pace and in a time-bound manner. We expect these 115 districts to become a model of development. Economic and social advancement of hard-working people of scheduled castes and scheduled tribes has received care and attention. Our government has increased a total earmark allocation in the SCs in the 279 programs from rupees 34,334 in 16-17 to 52,719 in 17-18. Likewise, for STs, the earmark allocation was increased from rupees 21,811 in 16-17 to 32,508 in the RE in 17-18 in the 305 program. I propose to the earmark allocation of 56,619 crore for SCs and 39,135 crore for STs in the BE of 2018-19. Government estimated schematic budgetary expenditure on health, education and social protection for 18-19 at 1.38 lakh crores against an estimated expenditure of 1.22 lakh crores in the BE of 17-18. Details are given in this expenditure. The expenditure is likely to go up by at least 15,000 crores in 18-19 on account of the additional allocations during the year and the extra budgetary expenditure, including through the higher education financing agencies itself. MSME and employment. Medium, small and micro enterprises are a major engine of growth and employment. I have provided rupees 3,794 crores to the MSME sector for credit support, capital and interest subsidy on innovations. Mass formalization of business of MSMEs is taking place in the country after the demonetization and the introduction of the GST. This is generating an enormous amount of financial information database of the MSME business and the finances. This big database will be used for improving the financing of the MSMEs and the requirement including the working capital. It is proposed to onboard public sector banks and corporates on the Trade Electronic Receivable Discounting System platform and link this with the GSTN. Online loan sanctioning facilities for MSMEs will be revamped for prompt decision making by the banks. Government will soon announce measures to effectively address the non-performing assets and the stressed accounts of the MSMEs. This will enable a larger financing of MSMEs and also considerably ease the cash flow challenges faced by them in order to reduce the tax burden on the MSMEs and to create a large number of jobs. I will be announcing some measures in Part B of my speech. The Mudra Yojana launched in April 2015 has led to a sanction of rupees 4.6 lakh crore in credit to some 10.38 crore Mudra loans. 76% of the loan accounts are of women and more than 50% belong to scheduled caste, scheduled tribe and OBCs. It is proposed to set up a target of rupees 3 lakh crores for lending on Mudra under 2018-19 and having successfully exceeded the targets in the previous term. The non-banking financial companies stepped up financing of the MSMEs after demonetizations. MSMEs can become a very powerful vehicle for delivering the loans under Mudra. Refinancing policy and eligibility criteria set up by the Mudra will be reviewed for better refinancing of the MSMEs. Use of fintech in financial will help the growth of the MSMEs. A group in the Ministry of Finance is examining the policy and the institutional development measures needed for creating the right environment in the fintech companies to grow in India. Venture capital funds and angel investors need an innovative and special development and regulatory regime in their growth. We have taken a number of policy decisions, including launching of the Startup in India program, building a very robust alternative investment regime in the country, and rolling out a taxation regime designed for the special nature of the VCFs and the angel investors. We will take additional measures to strengthen the environment for their growth and successful operation of the alternative investment fund in India. Creation of job opportunities and facilitating generation of employment has been at the core of the policy planning. During the last 3 years, we have taken a number of steps to boost employment and generation in the country. These measures include contribution of 8.33% of the EPF for new employees by the government for 3 years, contribution of 12% to EPF of new employees of 3 years by government sector employing large number of people such as people like textile, leather and footwear, additional deduction to employees of 30% of wages paid for employees under the Income Tax Act, launch of National Apprentice Scheme and stipend and support and sharing of the cost of the basic training by the government to give training to 50 lakh youth by 2020, introduction system of fixed term employment for apparel and footwear industry, increasing paid maternity leave from 12 weeks to 26 weeks along with the provision for creches. These measures have started showing results. An independent study conducted recently has shown 70 lakh formal jobs being created in this year. To carry forward the momentum, I am happy to announce that the government will contribute 12% of the wages of new employees in EPF for all sectors for the next 3 years. Also, the facility of fixed-term employment will be extended to all sectors. To incentivize employment for more women in the formal sector and to enable higher take-home wages, I propose to make an amendment to the Employees Provident Fund and Miscellaneous Provision Act to reduce women contribution to 8% for the first 3 years of their employment as against 12% or 10% with no changes to the employees' contribution. The government is setting up a model aspirational skill center in every district in the country under the Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Kendra program. 306 Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Kendras have been established for imparting skill training through these centers. The government has approved a comprehensive textile package of rupees 6,000 crores in 2016 to boost the apparel and made-up segment. I now propose an outlay of rupees 7,148 for the textile sector in 2018 and 19. Infrastructure and financial sector development. Infrastructure is the growth driver of the economy. Our country needs massive investment estimated to be in excess of 50 lakh crores in infrastructure to increase growth of GDP, connect and integrate the nation with a network of roads, airports, railways, ports, inland water and to provide good quality services to the people. We have made an all-time high allocation in rail and road sector. We are committed to further enhancing public investment. Provision of key linkages like coal for power, power for railways, and railway rakes for coal have been rationalized and made very efficient. Prime Minister personally reviews the targets and the achievements in infrastructure sectors on a regular basis. Using online monitoring system of Pragati alone, projects worth rupees 9.46 lakh crores have been facilitated and fast-tracked. To secure India's defense, we are developing connectivity infrastructure in the border areas. Rohtang Tunnel has been completed to provide all-weather connectivity to the Ladakh region. Contract for the construction of the Jozila Pass Tunnel of more than 14 kilometers is progressing well. I now propose to take up the construction of a tunnel under the Sela Pass. For promoting tourism and emergency medical care, government will make necessary framework for encouraging investment in the seafaring activities. Urbanization is our opportunity and priority. My government has rolled out two interlinked programs, Smart City Mission and the Amrut. Smart City Mission aims at creating 100 smart cities and state-of-art amenities. I am happy to inform that 99 cities have been selected with an outlay of rupees 2.04 lakh crores. These cities have started implementing various projects like Smart City Command Control Center, Smart Roads, Smart Solar Roof, Intelligent Transport Systems, Smart Parks. Projects worth rupees 2,350 crores have been completed, and work of rupees 20,852 crores has been under progress. Preserve and revitalize the soul of the heritage cities of India. National Heritage City Development Augmentation Yojana has been taken up in a major way. India is blessed with an abundance of tourist attractions. It is proposed to develop 10 prominent tourist sites into iconic tourism destinations by following an holistic approach involving infrastructure and skill development, development of technology, attracting private investment, branding and marketing. In addition, tourist amenities at 110 Adarsh monuments in the Archaeological Survey of India will be upgraded to an enhanced visitor experience. The Amrut program focuses on providing water supply to all households in 500 cities. State-level plans of rupees 77,640 crores for 500 cities has been approved. Water supply contracts for 494 projects worth rupees 19,428 crores and sewage worth contract for rupees 272 project costing rupees 12,429 crores has been awarded. Reforms have been catalyzed by these missions. 482 cities have started credit ratings. 142 cities have got investment grade ratings. My ministry will leverage the India Infrastructure Finance Corporation to help finance major infrastructure projects, including investment in education, health infrastructure, or strategic and larger societal benefit considerations. The government has scaled new heights in the development of the road infrastructure. We are confident to complete the national highways exceeding 9,000 kilometers during 2017 and 18. The ambitious Bharatmala project has been approved for providing seamless connectivity of interior and backward areas and borders of the country to develop to 35,000 kilometers in phase 1 at an estimated cost of 5,35,000 crores to raise equity from the market for its mature road assets. NHAI will consider organizing the road assets into a special purpose vehicle and use the innovative mobilization structures like toll operate and transfer, and infrastructure investment funds. Strengthening the railway network and enhancing railways carrying capacity has been a major focus of the government. Railway CapEx for the year 2018-19 has been pegged at rupees 1,48,558 crores. A large part of the CapEx is devoted to its capacity creation. 18,000 kilometers of doubling and third and fourth line works of 5,000 kilometers of gauge conversion would eliminate capacity constraints and transform almost the entire network into broad gauge. There are also significant movement in the achievement of the physical targets of the railways itself. We are moving fast towards optimal electrification of railway network. 4,000 kilometers targeted for commissioning during 2017-18. Work on eastern and western dedicated freight corridor is also in full swing. Adequate number of rolling stock, 12,000 wagons, 5,160 coaches, and approximately 700 locomotives are being produced during the year 2018-19. A major program has been initiated to strengthen the infrastructure goods shed and fast-track commissioning of the private things. A safety-first policy with application of adequate funds under the Rashtriya Railway Sanrakshana Kosh is a cornerstone of the railways. Focus on safety. Maintenance of track infrastructure is being given special attention. Over 3,600 kilometers of track renewal is targeted during the current year. Other major steps include increasing use of technology, fog-safe train protection and warning system. A decision has been taken to eliminate 4,267 unmanned railway crossings in the broad gauge network in the next 2 years. Redevelopment of 600 major railway stations is being taken up by the Indian Railway Station Development Company Limited. All stations with more than 25,000 footfalls will have escalators. All railway stations and trains will be progressively provided with Wi-Fi, CCTV, and will also provide at all stations and on trains to enhance security passengers. Modern train sets with state-of-art amenities and features are being designed at the Integrated Coach Factory, Perumbur. First such train set will be commissioned during 2018-19. The Mumbai transport system, which is the lifeline of the city, is being expanded and augmented to add 90 kilometers of double-line track at a cost of rupees 11,000 crores. 150 kilometers of additional suburban network is being planned at a cost of rupees 40,000 crores, including